lovely queen. Let's get you guys in some more. Hey guys, I'm so sorry that I had to restart. There is, I think, a big problem with either my phone or the YouTube app. Hi Celestine! Welcome guys, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Let me give you the the link again so you guys can. Thank you, lovely queen. So you guys can join the Zoom if you wish to. And let me pin it so anyone comes in, they'll see it. All right. So thank you guys for coming. Let me let everybody know that we are live. There's always something wrong with this, with technology once I'm ready to start. As soon as I start it, I can start before the 7 minutes is up. But let me just let everybody know that I am good and ready. You can join before I start. Hi, Sarah. All right, guys. So yes, thank you so much, guys, for coming, and thank you every single one of you guys who are interested in learning more about your twin flame journey. Let me see if this is better for you guys so you can see better. I think maybe this is better, guys. Let me know if you can see the screen better. Thank you all for joining. Hi, Alpha. Okay, great. Let me try and get this one here too. All right, so as you can see there, today's topic is why is the divine feminine? No, Jesus have mercy. See, that is even the wrong topic. Holy, okay, they're driving me nuts. Okay, let me relax. let me relax. Today's topic, guys, is the twin flame connection a toxic connection? And this is something that everyone really should know, because I've heard people say it. I've seen people making comments about the journey and how toxic it is between the masculine and the feminine. So we are here tonight. Give your thoughts. If you just have a thought, give your thought. If I'll be able to help you, I will. And also, if you have a question aside from the topic, ask away. All right? Not because we are discussing a topic doesn't mean you can ask, because if it's now you remember, then I'll try my best to ask to help you. Okay, guys? All right, good. Hi, name. All right, so let's start the meeting, guys. And if you would like to join the Zoom, I have pinned the link. I've pinned the link at the top of the message, so you can click on that link to join. All right. What's this? No. So let's get, let's see. Let me get a good view. All right. Let's stop this. And let's go back to the Zoom. All right, now, so if you would like to join the Zoom, guys, and if you have any questions at all, you can go ahead. If you do not want to join the Zoom, please, you can type your questions in the chat box and I can just read them from there. But as tonight is dedicated to podcasting, and you'll be able to ask your questions directly, so you don't have to be thinking about how to put your words. You just say them. So it's much more easier. All right. Hi, Melissa. And again, the link is at the top of the chat box. So you can just click on that link, join the Zoom, and you can change your name, change your picture if you want to before you begin. And guys, remember, we only have 40 minutes on the Zoom. So nobody guys don't have any question at all? You don't have any questions? So everybody understands about the twin flame journey being toxic or not? Do you understand how it works? Don't you want to know anything? we all here, well, we're all here on YouTube, and we're all here, especially like the readers may say that the twin flame journey, it's a toxic journey, and everything about the journey is toxic, especially the divine masculine, right? If you have a question, please join the Zoom so you can ask your question. I put the link at the top of the chat box. Okay, name, thank you very much. And everyone has been told that the twin flame journey, it is toxic. And you can say that the twin flame journey is only toxic because of the toxic behaviors, the toxic attitudes that both the masculine and the feminines have, that we all need to heal, that we all need to break away from. That's the only reason why the twin flame journey is toxic. But if there's anything else that you guys don't understand as to why it is toxic, why it is not, you can go ahead, join the Zoom, and let's discuss it. Guys, why nobody joining? Or if there's anything else, guys, like I said, aside from the topic that you would like to talk about, that will definitely help you on your journey. Hi, Shelly. How are you doing? And let me welcome everyone who came in after. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Thank you so much. So whatever issue you may have in regards to the twin flame journey, you can ask your questions by joining the Zoom. The link is at the top of the chat box. We can all say that the twin flame journey is toxic because of the behaviors of the divine masculine. Hi, my honest advice. But the twin flame journey is not a toxic journey. We only have toxic behaviors, toxic attitudes that we all need to change. And that's the reason why we are on this journey. All these attitudes that we have, emotions, whatever they are, those are what makes us toxic. Those are the situations within us that makes us toxic. Because a lot of people, they associate toxicity with abuse. And a lot of people will say I'm a twin flame because this person that I'm with, they abuse me. They're abusive. They abuse me emotionally, physically. I never hear from this person. This person is manipulative. This person must be my twin flame. But guys, that's not it. And let me tell you, anytime you're in a connection that you know the person is abusive and is abusing you, there's no way you should be in that connection. There's no way. Please join the Zoom, guys, and give your piece on it, what you think about it being toxic or not, and let's have a discussion. If you're having issues joining the Zoom, let me know. You can change your name, you can change your picture. Nobody has to know who you are. But let's have a discussion in regards to what we think about it so I can help you guys clear up what your thoughts are or help you to see things more clearly. How comes? All right, let's go over the Zoom. Okay, let's go over the Zoom, guys. I'm gonna see. Oh, but this is it. This should be it. Okay, guys, tell me if you are okay. Can you join now? See if you guys can join now. Okay, great. So you guys are coming on now. Good, 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 good. Okay, great. Okay, good, good, good. Because hi Lucia. So we have Lucia here. See if you can join again, guys. I ended the first session and I started the new one. Okay, good. So now we are getting there. Now we're getting there. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hello?
Hey, hey Rob, how are you?
I'm good. How's everyone doing?
We're good here. Lucia is still trying to connect to audio here. Okay, Rob. So do you have a question about the topic or is there anything else that you would want me to try and help you with?
Yeah, it's kind of related to topic. So,
Mhm.
of course, as everybody's kind of aware, or if they're at this point in their journey as well, eventually you reach the dreaded kind of separation phase, and everybody kind of handles that differently. Of course, initially, and I think for the most part, everyone can agree, like the missing, the yearning, and like the longing and wanting to be with your divine counterpart is really intense initially, and of course, you eventually try to find yourself and um, become, I guess, find that inner union with with you and on your journey and be closer to God and your own spiritualism. I guess essentially once you reach kind of like a phase of like being okay with yourself and you kind of reach that inner union, is it do you slow your progress or your eventual reunion with your twin by still thinking about them throughout the day? Like I said, you kind of reach that inner union with yourself and you're okay with it. But sometimes, I mean, in my own particular instance, I was with her for so long. It was about 7, 8 years, and sometimes you just can't help but think about your counterpart. Does that impede or slow down the process at all, or like is it supposed to be a complete detachment where you don't think about them entirely, or how does that work? Or do you have any insight on that?
Okay, all right. All right. So good question, Rob, because and the reason I say good question is because there's no way you can stop thinking about your person. No way.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what you do, even if you have detached from this person, they will still be across your mind. They will still be running across your mind. You'll still think about them every day. The trick to that, to not slow down the process, like you said, is detachment. But when you detach, you will definitely be freeing yourself from the hold that they have on you. Meaning, you can go on about your day, you can do whatever it is you want, even with this person on your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be like a merry-go-round, right? You're on the merry-go-round, riding, and the merry-go-round is still going around, but it's not affecting you. You're not getting tired. You're not feeling overwhelmed. You're just enjoying the ride, right?
Right. Okay.
So to me, it does not slow the process down because this is something that we cannot avoid. This is something that we cannot ignore. None at all, right? So we have no control over that. And if they come on our minds, it's most time it's because they're thinking about us and because they are within us. So we can't stop
Right.
thinking about them. The most we have to learn to do is to detach. And when you detach, it means you no longer are depending on them to get through your day. You're no longer trying to see, why aren't you talking to me? Why aren't you calling me? And once you're able to do that and get through your day, it will be so much more easier for you. The only way your journey slows down is if you are still having that hold on them, is if you still allow them to control your every move.
Right. Okay.
So, yes, go ahead.
No, 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 I completely agree. No, that's all very helpful.
Okay. All right, that's good. So just know that we don't have any control with them coming across our minds. The only thing we have to do is to detach. And once you detach, then you'll be quite capable of going about your day, doing what you want. And even though they're on your mind, we are not entering that stage where we are desperate for them. We need them. We want them. And we are always, oh my God, where are you? And you can't do anything. And that's why detachment is so important because it frees you from being stuck. But them on your mind, there's nothing we can do about that. Nothing at all.
Making sure I wasn't crazy on that part because I also subscribe to. I think you brought him up in some of your videos. New World All Star Kurt. He has a
Right.
lot of useful information. Some of
Mm-hmm.
it's or he's pretty straightforward with everything, as you know. But
Mm-hmm.
I was just kind of wondering because he sometimes I feel like he doesn't go into complete detail of the detachment, what it's like, and
Mm-hmm.
if you're just like I said, just them coming into your thoughts. So
Mm-hmm.
that's like you said, it's like you really can't help but to think about them, or just anything can kind of, oh well, there she is again, you know.
That's true. And if you realize what I deal with, mostly the spiritual part of the journey, the part that nobody cares about, the part that nobody thinks about. And the spiritual part of the journey is the connection between all three: you, your person, and God. Most people will talk about what goes on in the journey, the different steps that you go through, but nobody really dives deep into it to really get behind how you navigate through this journey.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
yep, once you figure out the spiritual and how the connections are made, you're good. And that's why I'm here.
It's very helpful. Thank you so much, Twin B.
You're welcome, Rob. All right. Okay, Monica.
Hey, Twindy.
Hey, Monica, how are you?
Okay.
Do you?
Okay. My question is,
Mm-hmm.
during the time where I needed to leave for the separation phase,
Mm-hmm.
my divine masculine didn't want to let me go. He always found a way how to keep me around, how to keep contact, but something in me told me I had to leave. So I did something to leave. So I left. And when I did that, I felt so sad and confused. I'm like, why am I so sad?
Mm-hmm.
I would cry out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Monica,
Yeah.
what you just described is a masculine. Mm. So, there is a possibility that you could be the masculine here. The masculine is the person who is always running. The masculine is the one who always leaves. The masculine is the one who is always refusing to stick around. And this is what happens with the masculine. They will always have this feeling, like you said, that I have to go. I have to run, right?
Uh huh.
So that feeling that you're having could be your person's feeling because you pulled away. And with the divine feminines, usually when our masculines pull away, we will be unhappy. We will be crying. We will be wrecked. And the masculines, they do feel that energy. And that's why you may be sad, because you're wondering, okay, so I did what's best for me. So why am I so sad? Why am I so sad? Why am I unhappy? Why don't I feel like I did the right thing? So you may be the masculine here, but I would have to know more about this situation before I can really say, or just say, yes, you're the masculine. But what you just described sounds like the masculine. If you don't mind,
Everywhere,
yeah, go ahead.
everywhere I go,
Mm-hmm.
there's always somebody named as my divine masculine's name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my gosh, everywhere I go, even name tags when I go to the store,
Mm-hmm.
I can't escape his name.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's everywhere. Everywhere I go, it doesn't matter where I go. It's just it says, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Okay. Let's see if we can go back to your connection with this person, right? How was it in the beginning? Like, who approached who, and what happened? Let me see if I can help you figure things out here.
I approached him because he opened up his business,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom and my brothers, nobody wanted to talk to him. They always sent me. So once, I approached him since I didn't want to talk to him, and I said it. He was looking at his phone, and I waited there for like maybe a good 10, 20 minutes because I told my mom, now you wait because you made me walk up over here. So now I'm waiting. And when he looked up and we locked eyes,
Mm-hmm.
I felt that magnetic pull. And that's when I started getting curious and I researched why did I feel this? I never felt that with nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, it's like it went smooth. We were good. Everything was amazing until a certain time, and I'm like, I have to go now. He would not let me leave.
Mm-hmm.
He always made an excuse for me to stick around. and he would use my brother to, hey, what is your sister doing? Tell her to come. And he was we were talking about basically what I wanted because he was a little scared that I wasn't over my ex. And I told him, I'm done with him. You don't got to worry about him. And he's all like, I bet you don't even know what you want. I'm like, yes, I do. I know what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I learned in that relationship, what I don't want. And I told him, and I want marriage. And if the person doesn't come to me straight and doesn't want marriage, I don't want him to come to me. And then he said, okay, I'll get married. We were talking about all of those things, and he said the person that's gonna stay with me has to eat sushi with me. So then it came to the point where, has your brother taken you? I said no, because he says it's far. So he orders it, and I told him how I would like to eat it. He orders it that way and has his brother deliver it to me with his name on there.
Mm.
So I
Monica.
ate it, but my brother was messing with him because he knows what he said, that the person he's gonna stay with has to eat that. So my brother lied to him and said the dogs ate it. That I gave to the dogs, but I didn't. I ate it. But he got mad when my brother told him that. I'm like, no, 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 I ate it. Don't believe him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got happy. Like he didn't even he brushed off what my brother said
Okay.
because my brother and him became best friends.
Monica, that really does sound like you are the masculine. We would have to have our own little session to clarify more. Because the reason I say so, number one, the masculine is the one who always approaches the divine feminine first in any situation, any of the
Oh,
situation. So it doesn't matter um if the masculine is a woman or the masculine is a man. The one who approaches first is always the divine masculine. And then it goes on from there. And then when you get to a point, the masculine is going to want to run. The masculine is going to want to leave the connection for some reason where nobody ever even knows why. But it's like they just feel like they have to get away from here or get away from this person or whatever. And then the chaser now is the one who always wants the masculine to stick around. I don't want you to go. Stay with me. I love you. And then they become like clingy. They're like forcing their energy onto the masculine because the love that they feel, they have no idea what to do with that love. So all they want to do is give it to the person, and then the person now feels a bit suffocated, or they feel like, oh my God, what's going on here? I've got to get out of here. And the masculine runs. So,
twin.
mm-hmm,
Okay, so I just remembered this. He's still with the karmic.
mm-hmm,
So what? See his business. I always used to go over there without telling him anything. So there was this one time I was sitting there at the table. He, the karmic tries to walk in, as a family with him. And when he saw me, he ran off in one direction, and the karmic ran into the bathroom with the daughter. Everybody was asking me if I was the wife. Oh gosh, that was so hilarious.
and this is a thing, right? Even though, even though they may be, well, I usually speak about the masculine, right? But you're the masculine that I'm talking to now, assumedly, right? And even though they may be in another connection, it's like they feel like they're cheating on you. So the divine feminine, if they should see you while they're either with their karmic person or somebody else, they're gonna be like, oh my God, oh my God, my person, my person. And then it's gonna feel like I'm cheating, or like no, your person is gonna think like I'm cheating on them or I don't want them. And they will try to get away from that. So yeah, it does sound like, yeah, like you're the masculine more and more, more and more.
Okay.
So, Monica, I would love to talk to you more just to make sure that what I'm assuming is correct. So, email me
I
um
will.
twindy flamedy at gmail.com. Let me know if you got that.
Yeah, I have your email.
Okay, good, good, good. And we can go from there, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Monica. And Rob, of course. I didn't get to thank Rob. Okay, Miss Lucia, are you on now?
Hi, yes, I'm on. I'm so sorry. I've been caught up trying to work. It's daytime here.
No problem.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, Lucia?
No, I'm good, thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any questions on the topic, or do you have a question on something else, or just something you would like to discuss?
Yeah, maybe something, maybe something else. But then I must say, I probably have missed most of the things that have been already discussed, which
Mhm.
hopefully I'll catch up when I watch you on YouTube. But I'm just trying to figure out. So you know how obviously we go through the separation period with the masculine.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously they go through a different journey to what we go through, or is it the same?
They go through the same journey. It's just that we're not seeing what they're experiencing. And most times, what they're going through, they are, let's say, it's more difficult situations than us on the twin flame journey. The way that we evolve, they evolve the same way, but the lessons that they have to learn, some of them, they're terrible lessons that they have to learn. And this is the reason why they always need our love. They always need us to hold their hands from afar, like they're always saying, because we are going through the same thing, the same ascension, the same changes. But they're, like I always tell you, they're the fighters. They're the ones who are fighting the karmics. So it's like their role is to fight off all the negativity that's going to try to destroy the connection, while we have to learn to love. So that's like the only difference between us on this journey. They have to fight while we have to learn to love. And without us loving, they will not have the energy and the strength to conquer those negative energies that they're fighting against. But they will go through the same ascension process, and they will go through the changes that they need to go through, same as us.
Right. So what about when they are not really, obviously we talk about God and that relationship as we grow in our ascension, and they don't believe or they don't have that faith. Do they still go through?
Yes,
Okay.
they still go through the process, because this is the thing, Lucia. It does not matter what the person does or what they believe in. When your soul is meant to do something, in the end, after your transformation, you will go back to who you authentically were meant to be. So during this time before they're awakened, they will still be living their life that they've always been living before they met you. So their beliefs won't change. Nothing is going to change about them until you have healed yourself, and then it's their turn to go through their healing process. Then they're going to realize, like, oh my God, I've been living my way like this for how long? It's time to change, right? And since
Yeah.
the divine feminines and the divine masculines, twin flames, they are servants of God. If God calls you to do a job, He's not going to call you and keep you in the same way that you came to Him. You're going to be changed, right? So before this person reaches that point where they're fully awakened, we cannot control what they think, even before or after. We can't control what anybody thinks. We can't control their thoughts or their beliefs. That's why we have to heal ourselves so they can change and live the life that they are supposed to live. So they will still go through the spiritual ascension. So even if this person doesn't believe in God, you got to remember, God loves everybody. Everybody is God's children. So even if this person doesn't believe in God, God still believes in them. And God knows that they have the opportunity to change, right? So that change will happen once their ascension begins. and they will see all the things that they've been doing wrong in their life, and they will change.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you for that. One more,
No
if
problem.
that's
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Go ahead.
There's one thing that you've shared quite a lot on your messages and videos on YouTube, and that's around forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you elaborate a bit further around forgiving and being able to forgive and let it go? Because I think, like at the moment, obviously with what I've gone through, I'm at that stage. I'm like, fine, I've forgiven you, but then I still have. When he comes back, this is what I'm gonna say. Like I've got a text already ready to go. I've
Mm-hmm.
got
Mm-hmm.
this going, and I don't think obviously that's the forgiveness that you mean. I'm supposed to let it go as well, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, maybe I'm thinking this a bit different. Can you please help in that regard, please?
Okay. All right. Let's go back to God now, because everybody
Mm-hmm.
knows about Jesus. It doesn't matter if anybody says they don't believe. Everybody knows. Everybody knows the story, right? So
Yeah.
when Jesus came, Jesus died on the cross, right? And that was to save us. And he did that so that our sins can be forgiven. And when he forgives us of our sin, what does he do? He wipes our slate clean, and it's a starting over period for us, right? So whenever you
Yeah.
repent, whenever you say, God, forgive me, I won't go back to my old life, he wipes that slate clean. So whatever you did in the past, it's no more.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting over. We're starting new. So as twin flames, our goal, our aim is to act like Jesus, is to live a life like how Jesus lived his life. That's how we lead. That's how we bring people back to God, because that's what twin flames are, servants of God. So if somebody did you something and you say, I forgive you, but then every minute you are bringing up what they did in the past and you're thinking about it, that means you truly haven't forgiven them because you keep remembering it, right?
Yeah.
Right. You keep remembering the situation. And when you remember something bad that somebody did to you, what does it make you? What emotion comes up?
From upset, anger.
Exactly. You're upset, you're angry, and then when you become upset and angry, what do? You do something that's going to either hurt yourself or hurt somebody else, which in turn turns out to you committing a sin. That's how it works. So, what we're ultimately trying to do with forgiving and forgetting is not to lead yourself to commit a sin, because that's why God came, so that we can all stop our sins. And that's why we, as twin flames, need to change so we can be in that light, like God did, like Jesus did, right? So,
Yeah.
in order to forgive the person, you have to tell yourself that you've forgiven them. You don't have to tell them personally, but you say it. I forgive you. But in order to forget it, you should not be able to remember what happened. And that does not say that somebody hurt you, so tomorrow, after you've forgiven them, they're going to come around again. You're going to let them in your life. You're going to be, woohoo, okay, big joy, fun. Let's have a party. And we're all having fun, even though this person betrayed you or hurt you in the past. That's not what it means, right? You can forgive someone and keep them 50 million miles away from you.
Yeah.
And in order to forget, you have to not put yourself in the situation, the same situation that's going to make you feel that hurt and anger like you did in the past. So if this person, your divine masculine, hurt you, hurt your feelings, because masculines, they don't hurt you, they hurt your feelings, and you say, I forgive you.
Yeah.
Now, when this person comes back around, it shouldn't be, remember what you did last week? Huh? You remember that? Huh?
Got
And,
me.
yeah, and now you're showing up talking about you want to this, you want to that. It shouldn't be that way. But when they come back, you shouldn't lose yourself that you are going to accept the same foolishness that they kept up with in the past. And that's how you'll forget, because all the negative things they've been doing, you make sure it does not happen again. And with us, you do that through setting boundaries. And I always use this little story to explain it, so it's more simpler for you guys, right? Say you're walking to the store and there's a shortcut. When you go through that shortcut, stones are sticking you in your foot because it's a stony ground over there, but it's a shortcut. It's easier to the store. And then one day you say, you know what? I'm going to take the main road now, because every time I walk there, I get stones in my feet and my feet hurt, and I even get some cuts sometime. And you walk on the main road, you don't get any cuts, the stones are not sticking you in your foot, it doesn't hurt, and you still get to the store. And you continue to walk the main road for about 4 years, 5 years after that, to the point that you forgot there was a shortcut. And you know the reason why you forgot? Because you are not feeling the pain that those stones, well, put on your foot. I don't know how to put it, but you're not feeling the pain from those stones anymore.
Yeah.
That's how you forgive. That's how you forget. You make sure that whatever you were experiencing, you don't experience it again, by setting your boundaries with your person and making sure they understand what you want, what you need, so that the same way that they come back, that they leave you, they don't come back with the same energy. And this is one thing we need to figure out as twin flames. If your person walks away, that creates a separation. Now, when your
Mm-hmm.
person comes back around, and they will come back around, if they still have the same negative attitudes like they did when they walked away, then I'm sorry, my friend, you cannot be around me. I'm sorry.
So then, is it okay to then address the issue that obviously got you into those feelings?
It is very, very necessary to address it. That's what it means by speaking your truth. And you speak your truth without becoming angry. You just let this person know what they're doing. It's hurting you, or how you feel whenever they do certain things. And
Mm-hmm.
if they gonna make the efforts to change, then good, hip hip hooray. But if they're not changing, then I'm sorry, buddy, you gotta stay out of my life until you change. So whenever you experience something between your person, and this is what most of us have been doing in any relationships we've had, accept bullcrap from the other person. And because I
Yeah.
love you, I take it. And I say,
Mm-hmm.
oh, he will change. But how is the person going to change when you never tell them what you do not like? And you never tell them to stop it.
Yeah.
So you have to learn to speak your truth as well. But without getting angry, because remember, each of those emotions, when you use them too much, it's going to spark to you doing something negative, in turn making you sin. And that's the
Yeah.
ultimate thing we should be keeping from. All right.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Oh my gosh, we're running out of time. Okay, Miss Celestine, do you have anything to say or ask?
Yes, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. So I am I can say that I feel like I don't know if it's more than one twin flame or not, but I know that my last I met this guy, it was online and everything was good, you know. We hit it off, we had so much in common and so much in common. He bought me a ring, everything
Mm-hmm,
was going great.
mm-hmm,
He said, God showed me that you're my wife. I said, okay. So he asked me to can we talk, and I said okay we can, but I'm trying to figure out my life. So everything was going great, and I was like okay, I was falling because I had my guards up, so I started falling. As soon as I started falling,
mm-hmm,
he started acting a little funny, like shady, and so long story short, I told him that you're not gonna disrespect me for one. Talk to me any kind of way. And he said something like, I'm tired of playing these little games with you, blah, blah. So I was like, you know, something. If that's how you feel, I won't call you. So I got several days later. One time he says, I don't want to lose you, and then 2 days later he breaks up with me.
Mm.
But the way he broke up with me is that he wanted a reaction, like trying to see if I cared, and I just left him on red. Like it's nothing else. I'm not gonna run behind you if you broke up with me.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, he starts to call. He didn't call back for a couple weeks. Then he called his mom, like, Mom, have you heard from her? She was like, Yeah, she's been praying for you and fasting for you every day. But he ended up contacting my friend, and he said, then he started calling me. He said he was calling me, and I said that he was calling me, but it never went through on my phone. So when we did come back to start talking again, he started, I kept getting this feeling like it's not time. Like I just kept getting that feeling
Mm-hmm.
like it was too soon. And when he started acting out, and I was like, okay. So he asked me, he said, so what you want me to do with this ring? And I said, I want the ring, but I don't want the ring without the promise. And he said, well, I'm gonna sell it. So I kind of went and they talked, and she said, I'm gonna talk to my friend. And he ended up calling me, calling her 3 days later. Was like, have you talked to her yet? And she was like, yeah, I talked to her. Well, let me call you. So they talked, and so he at this time he wants to have a mediation conversation. But the whole time he's sitting in the dark while we talking in the light.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept picking up little clues. Like he kept saying he was going to do some shadow work. He was going through, like, you ever see somebody like morphing, like morphing?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I can only explain it. It was like he was morphing. And it was like he was going through the ugly side, and it's like he was becoming the beast. Like I was beauty, and he was literally becoming the beast.
Mm-hmm.
And to the point, I got to the point for the last time, I told him I forgive him for what he did and for what he said, and I apologize too. And I said, we both are on this journey. We not. So I'm thinking like, okay, so I never heard. I text him. He texts back. So I didn't hear nothing else for like a week or two. So last week I decided to call him. So I called him. He talked to me. And I talked to him and I said, look, I know you told me what God showed you, and I know what God showed me. And if you said I'm your wife and you my husband, I don't care if you with 5,000 women, the promises still remain the same. So if you want me to be your friend while you heal, I'm here. But if you don't, that's so be it. And I said, again, I forgive you and I love you. And nobody on this journey is perfect. Everybody needs grace. And
Mm-hmm.
he kind of bust out crying.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought everything was okay. And I said, I'll continue to call and check up on you. So that 2 days we started texting. And I tried to call him one night and just to see how he was doing, wanted to pray with him. He never answered. And he haven't answered ever since then. So I've been having dreams about, now this is what I've been having, like this is the real thing. I've been having dreams about him transitioning. Like, so I go into his job and I see him with shorts and a shirt on. But when he grabbed my shoulders when I was walking away and I looked back, he had a whole different outfit. So the next dream, um, how he was talking was changing. Like he was just so like, whatever you want to get me, baby. When he always been feisty. So I was like, okay. So the last dream I had was with him with the bald head,
Mm-hmm.
and so and I think about this man all day long, but I don't let it stop me. Like I gotta keep going because I'm not gonna, I can't allow what you do. I gotta keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I love you that much, I gotta keep going. So I don't understand. I think we might be twin flames. I don't know. To me, it sounds toxic to me.
Okay. All right. Have you taken the twin flame test? Did you watch that video that I did?
No, I haven't. I haven't even seen that one.
Okay. After we get off of here, go on my page. You can click on either
Mhm.
my name or my logo. It will take you to my page. Go
Mhm.
to my playlist. that says learn about twin flames, and the two first videos in that playlist, watch them. The
Okay.
first one is the 15 true signs you have met your twin flame. And the second one is the number one test. Both videos, they work together, not one or the other, both of them. So even if you do one and you get confirmation, you have to do the other, right? When
Mm-hmm.
you do those, you will get your confirmation. And the reason why I'm telling you to do this is if you met this person online, and have you ever had physical contact with this person?
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
mean,
We met.
go ahead.
We visit each other. I done been to his house. He came to my city.
Mm-hmm,
Well, not my city, because I don't let people come to my house unless you about to be my father. That's the only reason I think about letting you. But we
mm-hmm,
met physically, and it was fire, like
mm-hmm,
great.
mm-hmm.
But when he leaves, it's when I leaves, he feels. You ever heard of when a person leaves or in the presence? I don't. It's like it was starting to become. He started second guessing.
Mm-hmm. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So, since you have already met in person, now you really need to do that test. And let me explain why I was going to say the thing about when you meet someone online, you cannot tell if this person is your twin flame unless there has been a physical contact. And I don't mean um grown people stuff, that stuff.
Yeah,
I
not
Yeah.
yeah, not the X. Yeah, the
Yeah.
S.
Yes, not the S. I don't mean, I mean in touch. They're close to you where you can touch them. Because seeing them through the screen, it doesn't mean anything. Because through the screen, it can be a picture, it can be a moving object, whatever it is, but there's no contact. It's through that first contact that is broken, that will, physical contact that's broken, that will let you know that there is something special about this person, or there is something wrong here. Something is different than I've ever experienced. What's happening? What's going on? So it's very hard when you meet someone online, and because they may ghost you, or they're not talking to you, or because they promise you something and then they change their mind, that does not say that this person can be your twin flame. It has to be that contact, because it's like two magnets. The magnet, they can be anywhere close to each other, right? Because if
Yeah.
there is a block between the two magnets, they will not be attracted to each other. But if you come close to each other, you're going to be pulled towards each other. And even after you try to pull away, you're going to be pulled back together. So the screen, it's a block. It's not a person. It's not, there's no emotions through the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot tell if the person through online, if they are your true twin flames. But
Even
when
if
you,
you met in person.
yes, you have to meet them in person. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Once you get that first contact, that first physical contact, and then you have that first separation, then, okay, so we are over. So then, if you're back here, Celestine, then you will definitely know if you're a twin flame or not. That's the only way you can know this. And that is because you're using your emotions in person. All right. So, all right, guys. So that was our little session for the Zoom. So now we are back over on YouTube here. All right, Celestine. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. You cannot tell if somebody is your twin flame if you've only spoken to them online. So make sure you do that test. And even though now you said that you've met this person in person, that makes it more interesting why you need to do that test. Once you do those two tests, listen to the 15 true signs you've met your twin flame. Every twin flame goes through these signs, right? Every twin flame will have these symptoms. It might not happen at the same time, but every twin flame will have them, especially in the first stages of separation. And then you make sure that you are listening to the number one test. And when you do that, when you get your answer, then you'll say, okay, all right, so I'm a twin flame. Hip hip hooray. All right, fine. So now you know you have to put that work in to make sure you're healing enough to align yourself for union, right? So you got to stay on the boat, the twin flame boat with us. If you get your answer that yes, you are a twin flame. And the most important thing now, because I know that we don't like to hear no, but if it does come that you're not a twin flame, and this is not only for you, Celestine, but everybody who is listening, everybody who is watching, if you do find out that you're not a twin flame, whoever you were connected to, this person could be your soulmate. This person could be the perfect person for you. So you still need to heal. You still need to become a better person. But the most important thing now is that even if this person is not interested anymore, you are free to be with somebody else. Whereas if you're a twin flame, you can't be with anybody else. I mean, you could, but it won't last. Because once you find your twin flame, no other soulmate will do, and no soulmate has a space in your life anymore. So you can't be with a soulmate. So for everyone who is always like, oh, a soulmate approached me and this person is stepping up, this person is speaking their truth, and this person is, yeah, better than my masculine. I'm sorry to burst your bubbles, but this person is not meant to stay in your life. What we don't understand is when we are struggling, when we are hurting, when we're in pain and God sees that you're in pain, when God sees that you're struggling, God is going to send somebody to comfort you. And most of us, because we're looking for love, all of us, because love is what we are looking for, right? Because we are looking for love, because we're looking for somebody to be around us, we're going to think like, oh my God, now I get a chance to be in a relationship. But no, God just sent this person to comfort you until you get yourself back on your feet. So you have to know that this soulmate that comes in towards you is not meant to stay there, but to help you through the struggles that you're going through. And I'll give you a story so you'll understand what I'm saying to you. When I could not bother with my masculine, when I was struggling, when when I was feeling like, God, what is this that you put me through? What is happening here? You know? And I'm like, God, send me somebody to help me here because uh, Tari, I'll get to you on that one. I say, God, send me somebody to help me get through this because I can't take this anymore. I'm tired. And a couple weeks after that, I met someone through talking to my sister. But the thing is, he was in the US and I'm here in Canada. So we were just talking on the phone. But this person made me so happy, right? I even did a little mini read on this person. Turns out this person is my soulmate, right? But I knew that I have a twin flame. And because I have a twin flame, the soulmate is just there for a purpose, for a reason. Plus, before that, I knew that I asked God to help me here and send somebody to help me. And when he sent this person, I was much more happier because I was talking with this person. I felt so calm, like I didn't have to worry about my masculine any at all because somebody else was taking up that time and that space. And as soon as I overcame that burden, stopped the crying, no longer feeling down, no longer feeling like what the hell is going on here, guess what? Everything ended with the soulmate. Everything ended. This person was planning to come to see me and everything, even checking out plane tickets, and then boom. I'm sorry, like it's like, well, we're just friends. you know, we're just friends. And boom, everything just stopped. all because this person served their purpose in my life, and their purpose was to help me get through that turbulent moment. So, guys, if a soulmate enters your life after you've met your divine masculine, and you know for sure, 1000%, take the test, and you know they're your masculine, when this new person comes in, that's just a soulmate. And soulmates are not meant to stay in your life forever. Not unless you're only a soulmate. So the last soulmate you'll meet that ticks every box, and you and them, you can't let go off of them, they can't let go off of you. That's a higher level soulmate, higher than the rest you've ever had or ever met. All right. Where's my moderators? Marva, could you please take care of that for me, please? So, all right, let's go through the questions now. And I was saying that, yes, lovely queen, I'm so sorry. I'm only doing like 40 minutes for the Zoom. Guys, if you guys want to have the Zoom longer, you got to help me to pay for this thing. This thing is in US dollars. I'm Canadian. Your money is like almost twice my money. This is like almost $200 a month. So, so we got to stick with the little 40 minutes for now, you know. Maybe I'll run a little donation thing, and you guys help me every month to pay for it, so we can have more conversations here, so I can help you guys better, you know. All right. Okay, Tari, great. Is Marva here? All right, Tari. So you said, so we can choose to be with a soulmate. Like I was saying, you can choose to be with a soulmate, but just know when you choose to be with a soulmate, your connection will end. Ultimately, it will end. Because once you met your divine masculine and divine feminine, no other relationship will last in your life. No other relationship is going to last. So even if this person comes in and, oh my God, this is the most beautiful person I've ever met, and we're going to get married, something is going to happen, and that connection is going to be cut. Because the masculine is over there waiting on you. You need to learn to love yourself properly before you can love somebody else properly. And most importantly, when you go and you start dating a soulmate, you are taking yourself back down to ground zero, which shows that your insecurities, you have not worked on them. Your I need to be with somebody has not been worked on. Your codependent energy has not been worked on. So, stay away from the soulmates. You can talk to them, of course, right? Nobody says no, but you have to know that you cannot be with this person. And if you're going to talk to the person, you have to let them know that, hey, like, there is somebody that I'm interested in, or whatever you want to say, and I don't really know where I want to be right now in life or whatever. And if they still want to talk to you, keep in your company, fine, go ahead. No problem. No problem. All right. Yeah, that's it. You got to learn your self-worth. And not because you are lonely means you're going to just accept anybody that comes along to keep your space with you. That's why you got to learn to be on your own. And this is where it's like, what if you and your masculine comes together, and your masculine leaves for work, wherever they're going to leave to, I don't know, just a scenario, and they're going to go away for a month. What are you going to do? Find a new boyfriend until your masculine comes back? And these are the things that we are learning: self-control, self-love, self-appreciation, self-acceptance. Because whatever you do to yourself, you will do to others. And if you love yourself enough not to degrade yourself like that, then you won't do it to your masculine. Right? All right. Lovely queen. How can you talk with your divine feminine when the divine masculine stop talking with the DF? Are you asking on behalf of the divine masculine or from the divine masculine side? Lovely queen. Let me rephrase your question, lovely queen. Let me make sure I get that correctly. All right, lovely queen. Does it become toxic if you don't do the separation phase? This is what happens with the separation phase. The separation phase is for healing. And if you've met your true twin flame and you are forcing the issue to be together when you are being pulled apart, it's not that it becomes toxic, but you are going to be disappointing each other. Something is always going to come up for some separation to happen. One person is not going to be knowing what they want. The other person is going to be too forceful. So separation must happen. And we don't decide when separation happens or how it happens. It is going to happen when it is supposed to. So if you are experiencing a separation and you're forcing to keep the connection together because you don't want to leave from this person's side, that just shows the codependent energies. And that definitely means that there is that energy that needs to be worked on. And I don't even like to use the word toxic because toxic is abusive. Toxic is abusive. So everyone has to go through the separation phase, lovely queen. Every twin flame. All right, let's see if there's any more questions. I'm just going through the questions, guys, to see if anybody asks any question. Okay, Marva is not here. Oh, Mia said, I say this journey isn't toxic. Our person brings up wounds we need to heal. Our person makes us absolutely beautiful. They also help bring us close to God. And that is absolutely true. The only toxic thing that happens in the twin flame connection is our emotions. And that's why we have to heal them. That's why we have to get rid of them. Because as twin flames, as God's servants, toxic energy is of the devil. Toxic energy is negative. And we have to get rid of those. That's why we're on this journey, to cleanse ourselves from the negative energy. That's why you have to heal. And the masculines alone are doing their job. They're doing their job. Whenever the masculine comes in towards you, bring up one of those wounds, they're doing their job. That's what their job is, to bring up your wounds. I don't remember the exact saying, but it's the saying is like, the person who loves you the most is the one who can hurt you the most, right? So this person loves you so much, but them hurting you is because they are going to be doing what we would say uncalled for things, stupid things. But on the twin flame journey, everything that they do is to raise up one of those negative energies out of us so that we can heal them. So they are doing their job. They are doing their job. And once you heal a wound that these masculines bring up, then they're gonna come back again because it's their job to bring up another wound. All right? China, are you still here? I believe it is toxic because it brings all the negatives aspect that we have. So again, it's not the connection that is toxic. It is our emotions. It's all the emotions that we need to heal that are toxic, and toxic is detrimental to us as twin flames. That's why we need to heal them. That's why we need to get rid of them. Buttercup, my heart want to be with my twin flame, but I'm already in a relationship. Don't know what to do. Okay, first, please go to my playlist. You go to my playlist by clicking on my name or my logo. Find the playlist that says Learn About Twin Flames. You go into that playlist, the first two videos, 15 true signs you've met your twin flame, or whatever I call it, but it's a 15 true signs, you'll see it. And the second one, the number one test to find out if you're a twin flame. Watch those two videos, do the test, and if you get your answer, it depends on what your answer is. If you get your answer, yes, this person is a twin flame, when you watch a video, you'll see what to do. Then you can make the decision that you want to make. If you get the answer no, whereas you're not going to see the answer no, you're just not going to receive the sign that you asked for. And if you do not get your answer, then you still have a decision to make. You can work on the relationship that you're now in, because I don't think you would be in a relationship where you didn't love someone or where you didn't even like them in the first place. And if you love this person and want to be with them and you want to make it work, then you will make it work. But if you do not want to make it work and you don't love the person anymore, then it's best you let them go. But at the same time, when you're making such a decision, it shouldn't be because I want to move from one person to the next. Because whatever issue you have, you won't be healing that issue. And it could be the same problem with the next relationship you're going to move to. So if you're going to break up with anybody here, just make sure that you are doing it because for you, for your betterment. And you work on yourself. And if the person is your true twin flame, they will be pulled towards you. They will come back around you. But do those tests, okay? Okay, Buttercup? And then you can ask God what to do. And you will get your answer. The same way you're going to do that test to find out if this person is your twin flame. The same way you're going to ask God the question to get your answer in order what to do. Belinda, the Zoom has ended. The Zoom is like for only the first 40 minutes of the broadcast, and then we come back to YouTube. Okay. Buttercup, do you understand what I was saying to you? Please let me know. No problem. So Belinda, if you have a question or a concern, just go ahead. You can go on here so I can see if I can help you with it. Oh, some of you were saying the volume is low. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Next week I'll see if I can work on the volume. I don't know what's going on with the phone thing, but okay, but did you get your answer that this person is your twin flame? How did you know that this person is your twin flame? Tell me, Buttercup. I'm trying to save you from heartache here. Let's see what else is here. Yes, Tari. Yes, Tari. And it's US dollars, right? It's 100 and something dollars US, right? It's not Canadian, you know? It's US dollars I have to pay. Okay. Okay, Buttercup. All right. So make sure you watch that first video, 15 True Signs. This is why I'm telling you to watch these, right? They will give you insight on what you need to do and how you need to make the changes in your life. Also, I want you to redo that test because you know what? Some things, that red fire truck is very common. I want you to redo that test and ask for something you won't normally see. And when you do that test, do not go searching for what you asked for. Watch those 2 videos and we can continue from there. Because once you get your answer, once you know for sure, because like I said, those 2 videos, they go hand in hand. Okay, great. So now, right now, the same way you ask God if this person is your twin flame, I want you, whatever decision you're trying to make, ask God that question and also ask for a specific sign. That's how you allow God to lead you, right? That's how you allow God to lead your life, because remember, God knows every path that you should go down. God knows every road you're supposed to take. God knows if you should go up or you should go down. So you don't know what to do now, Buttercup? Ask God. You can't fail. You cannot. And again, don't forget to ask for something that you don't normally see. That way, when you see it, you know it's your answer and you're not going crazy. Okay? It's when you don't know what to do, that's when you should hang on to God more. Any major life changes, you're trying to make sure you ask God your question and you ask for that sign. Okay. 150 US in Canadian. I'm not even sure. Maybe $220 or something like that. So, Miss Buttercup, I know that isn't much of an answer from me, but it's because I cannot direct you on what you need to do in regards to that answer, in regards to that question. You want to make the decision between your twin flame and the person you are with. That has to do with you and God. I cannot tell you stay, I cannot tell you go. So I'm giving you the direction where you can get your help to make your decision. Okay? So I know it wasn't much help from me, but that's the only way for you to solve your problem. Ask God. The same way when you want to know if this person is your twin flame and you ask God to show you that, the same way you say, God, if I should walk away from this connection or from whoever and use the person's full name, show me this, show me that. And if God doesn't want you to be with that person, he's going to show you the sign. But don't do it like this. If you're going to say, God, if I should stay with Tom Jones, show me a rock. And if I should go, show me a bird. Don't do that. One question. If I should stay, show me a pink bird. And that's it. If I should stay with Tom Jones, show me a pink bird. Don't confuse God. God's not the author of confusion. Okay. So I've learned that. Great, Buttercup. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, Tari, yes, my website is in Canadian. My website is in Canadian. So anybody, if you're purchasing anything from my website is in Canadian. So you will only be paying the equivalent to the Canadian dollar. Okay, so if you're paying for something on my site and it says $10, you will only be paying like $6 or $7 because your price is in the US. Oh, Adama, I was hit by lightning and so was he when we saw each other. He was short, story emotionally abusive. Was that a false? I don't know, Adama. That's why I tell you guys to make sure you ask God the question, call the person's name, and you say, God, Jesus, if Tom Jones is my twin flame, show me a pink butterfly. And you leave it there. Don't go searching for the pink butterfly. Don't go looking around because the devil heard when you're talking too. And the devil can do magic. Well, it's not magic Jesus does, right? But the devil can still do things, right? He has powers too. And he can create things. But they're all deceiving. You're welcome, Buttercup. And it's to lead you down the wrong path. And I'm seeing 222, guys. Okay. All right, guys, I'm still checking for questions. So if you don't hear me for a couple little seconds, I'm not gone. Okay. Tari. Okay, Tari. For a married masculine, what does this mean for the journey, considering the DF is done and doing their work? If this person is married or they're in a connection, you're welcome, lovely queen. What does it mean for the journey, considering the DF is done and doing their work? Okay, it just means that once you're healing, Tari, your divine masculine will heal. And when it comes to that point of realization, like that wake-up call, like, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Why am I in a situation that's hurting me, that's causing me pain, then they will eventually leave. They will eventually leave. And if they're being stubborn, not wanting to get out of the situation when God wants them to, then God will create it for them. God will create that breakup for them. So even though you're healing, we cannot do anything on the masculine side. Our healing is what causes them to wake up. Us getting better in how we see ourselves, in how we approach certain situations, that is what's going to help them to heal. That is what's going to help them to wake up. So a lot of us, when we don't do the work and the only thing we're focused on is the bad that the masculine is doing, that's why your masculine is not moving. That's why they're not changing from where they are, because you're only focused on the negative. You're not even focused on yourself. You're focused on the negative that's happening. So you're not giving them any chance to heal. So the divine feminine is the one that does not put in the work. The masculine, they're doing their job, like I'm always telling you. They're coming in, they're bringing up their wounds, our wounds. They woke us up in the first place, and that's another thing. Your divine masculine is the one that wakes you up. You weren't awakened before you met your divine masculine. They're the ones who woke you up, and that's a part of their job. And they're doing their job, but we're just focused on the hurt and the pain, the very things we're not supposed to focus on. So the masculine has no chance of healing, and they cannot break free from their toxic cycle because their feminine is not doing the work. They're not healing. Ever, you're so welcome. Yes, awesome. That's all we got to do. Just focus on yourself, focus on connecting with God, and everything will be okay. Most importantly, you got to let God lead your life. Just surrender. That's how you surrender. You let go. You say, you know what? Sure, I can't bother with this. God, take over, you know? I got to go figure out what I want to eat for dinner. I got to go, change my hairstyle. I got to go figure out what I'm going to go wear to the movies tomorrow. I got better things to do than worry about somebody not being with me. If they don't want to be with me, fine. I respect myself enough to not chase them even though they say they don't want to be with me. It's hard to learn, but you have to learn it. It took me a long time to learn that. It took me a very long time. But I did get over it. I learned it. I learned it. Okay. Okay. How do you stop this obsession thinking? I'm going crazy. Buttercup. That is one of the hardest things to do. Stop the obsessive thinking. But in order to stop the obsessive thinking, you've got to, like, first you have to tell yourself, and you got to do it. Say, for instance, you're sitting down and this person comes across your mind. You have to say to yourself, because remember, this person is within you already, right? You're already in union. I always remember that. Always remember. When this person comes across your mind, you've got to tell yourself, like, I'm busy. I'm trying to work. Can I work in peace? Can you get off my mind so I can work? You've got to talk to yourself, right? So you have to be telling yourself these things. When the thoughts come, find something else to do. And the more you do something, it becomes permanent. Practice makes permanent, right? Practice makes permanent. And the more you do something, the more permanent it becomes. So the more you tell yourself, I don't have time for this. The more you tell yourself, I need to be focusing on something different. The easier it gets for you. And every time they come across your mind, the faster they're going to leave your mind because you are having control over this thought. So when this person comes across your mind, you tell them, leave me alone. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Or I'm trying to work here. And I'm telling you this because I did it. Everything I'm telling you, I've done research on every single thing. And that's why, guys, my book, I keep telling you, for those of you who don't have my book, get the book. Buttercup, get the book. You are in like the first stages of your connection. Get the book. It will help you so much to cut your healing time in half. If I had that information that I'm now giving you guys, I would be in union already. Because I wasted 2 years chasing someone, and just that's 2 years chasing. So I didn't start to heal yet. I didn't start to heal yet until after 2 years. So I didn't start to heal until what? Last year? My gosh. Thank you, Tari. And everything in that book I've tested, so I know it's true. I know it works. I always talk to myself whenever these thoughts come. I'm like, I always call him by name and I said, can you let me do my job? I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work. Can you let me work in peace? And like the thought would leave. So it does work. No, Tiffany, no, I'm not. But it's like I said, I wasted 2 years chasing that man when I should be healing, but I didn't know this. I didn't know this. So I just started healing last year. And when you're healing, remember, we have multiple. He's constantly there, Buttercup, because this is what I'm saying. You have to do this over and over and over and over so it sticks. You can't do it one time and think it's going to solve the problem. Practice makes permanent. Whatever you practice is going to become permanent. So if you keep doing this over and over, and every time the person comes, if it's 10 times a day, 50 times a day, you say the same thing over. It gets easier. It gets easier to let go off of. It gets easier. All right. So like I was saying, Tiffany, I wasted 2 years chasing that man before I found out what I really needed to do to heal and how I should really heal to let go, truly let go. Because sometimes I'm saying like I'm done. I'm gone. I'm done. I'm leaving this situation to God and I'm going about my business, doing what best for me. And as soon as this person comes back in my life, I lose. I lose myself again. I lose myself again. So everything in that book is what I've tested, what I've tried, whatever I'm telling you right now. And you'll find your answers there. Whenever you need answers, that book will help you. Purchase it on my website, guys. twindflamed.square.site. Okay? And I have my app now, you guys. I put it on my community tab where you can download my app. So you'll get my website on the app. You'll get my YouTube videos on the app. You'll get my Bath and Body Shop on the app. You get my Precious Stone Jewelry on the app. Everything from Twindy, all in one. So if you download the app, go on my community tab, touch on my name or my logo, you will see the post that I made and you can download the app. All right. Yes, Tiffany. Sounds like it to me. That's it. When you realize, like, what am I doing? Why am I chasing this person? Why? It's like when you come to the point, like, Like, girl, don't you have any respect for yourself? This person keeps running away from you. This person doesn't want to choose you, but you're still running after them. You better go sit down, girl. You better go have some self respect. Yeah. And yes, you're healing. And you're going to get to the point where I'm at right now, where nothing bothers you anymore. Even if you see them out there with somebody, you're like, sure, it's okay. If that's where he wants to be, that's where he's going to be. It's okay. Of course, you may feel hurt, but it's not going to be where you're going to go die crying like in the first stages, where you go crying because they're not talking to you or they're choosing somebody else. I'm seeing 555, guys. So there are some changes that are coming in. All right, Belinda, my thoughts are constantly on him. I could be walking around at work and then chills. Then chills will come over me and the sensation of me wanting to climax. All right, Belinda. Sounds like you are at the first stages as well. So you do have a long way to go. Get the book, guys. Don't be like me. Well, most people would be like me because this information is not out there. People make videos. People do all people do is make tarot reading, and it's not helping. It only helps for you to know what's happening or what's going to happen, but it doesn't help you to heal, and that's why I'm doing this. So you can learn how to heal. If you are not healing, watching a tarot reading that says union is coming, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for you because you're not healing. Get the book, guys. Are You a Twin Flame? That's the name of the book. Are You a Twin Flame? The Chaser's Guidebook. All right. Why, Tiffany? 14 years. No, man. Tiffany, come. We got to change that, man. We got to change that. If this person is your true twin flame, you got to change that. Make sure you do that test. Make sure you do that test. Make sure you watch the 15 true signs you have met your twin flame. Go on my page. Go in my playlist that says learn about twin flames. The first two videos, I put them one behind the other on the top so nobody misses them when they go to that playlist. Make sure you do that test. Make sure you listen to the 15 true signs and you're going to receive all of them. Because if you're a true twin flame, you're going to go through all of them, not one or two or three. And you're going to say, okay, I'm a twin flame because I got 3 out of the 15. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Right? That's why I'm always sending you guys to make sure you do the test and make sure you ask God that question. Make sure you watch those 2 videos. This will be a lifesaver for you because I have had people who are going through situations with someone they thought was your twin flame for years, 10 years, 12 years. And then when they go through the test and the signs, oh my God, I'm not a twin flame. Like, I haven't experienced any of this. So what made you think this person was your twin flame? Just the ghosting and the chasing and the back and forth energy? No, it doesn't work like that. No. Because most people think that the back and forth energy is what makes the twin flame journey. That's the basis. Because that's why you come up now with the name runner and chaser. But what we are all missing is the spiritual part of the journey. The healing part, the connection with God. And you will see these changes. You won't miss these things that happen to you. The signs, the symptoms that you'll go through. You can't miss them. So you'll definitely know that this person is special in your life. Because after all, this is not my first boyfriend. This is not my first girlfriend. So I'm not stupid. I know there's something wrong here. I know what I'm feeling, right? I know that this is totally different from just a regular person. And I'm not talking about emotions, feeling. I'm talking about the changes that you're going to experience on the inside, the spiritual changes. So it's not only that you are sad and this person walked away from you, it's one of the signs that are going to show you that there is something different with this person. Okay. Empress Mali, is it a possibility that twin flames be sick at the same time? Absolutely. I don't even remember how to say that. Absolutely. I don't remember how to say it. Look again. 212. Absolutely, Empress. Let me explain. And this is why I tell you every single thing I've put in that book is what I've experienced and what I've done my experiment on. And I did research. I not only took things based off of what I did or what I went through, I did surveys. I asked twin flame coaches. I asked other people who say they are twins. And when I come to my conclusions, I wrote them down. So I did my research. So, Empress, let me explain this to you, right? And I'm using myself. So, I met my twin flame at work, and we're at work. And he took sick. And every single time this guy would cough or sneeze, it triggers me. And I cough and I sneeze. And I'm wondering what the hell is going on here? What in the world is happening? I'm like, again, like, can I work in peace? Because at the time he was on my nerves because he was chasing somebody else and not paying me any attention anymore. So he pissed me off. So I didn't even want to talk to him. Right? So he was coughing. He was sneezing. Every single time he coughed, every single time he sneezed, it would affect me. I would feel it in my chest and I would also sneeze. And another time, he was making okay, on the line we used to where we used to do in a factory, so we used to process food. So he was the line leader, right? And he was making like this jalapeno bagel or whatever it was. I don't remember, but it had the peppers or whatever. And every time he handled the pepper, he would sneeze. And then it triggered me too, and I started sneezing. Everybody around us was like looking and wondering, like, what's happening? Why is it every time he sneezes, she sneezes, and they're trying to figure out what's going on, or they're talking about he caught something from me or me caught something from him or whatever. And then now he's looking at me like I'm friggin' crazy, like I'm mocking him, like listen, why would I want to be sick? Why would I be playing sick to get your attention? I'm sorry, sir. No. No. No, I'm sorry. I just couldn't control it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. This one time, this one time when he was sick, this one time when he was sick, I I was on the line and there was this girl in front of me and we were sharing trays. And the guy coughed while I was talking, and because I could not control what I was doing or what he was doing, I coughed right in the girl's face. All because I was talking at the same time and I didn't expect it, and I coughed right in the girl's face. I immediately had to apologize. I was so ashamed. I was so ashamed because I coughed in the girl's face. And I didn't know it was coming. I didn't know. So I couldn't even turn my head or anything. And I was talking, so the words were coming out. How could I have stopped that? So it does happen. It does happen. And because that was weird to me, I came home and I asked YouTube and I said for twin flames and I asked, have you ever experienced this? And I had other people confirmed and said yes. There was even this lady that said that her twin flame was a singer, I think, and he was allergic to shrimp or something. And no, she was allergic to shrimp, and the singer was on stage singing at the same time, and she was watching him live on TV. And she ate shrimp at home. I don't remember how she said she came in contact with the shrimp, but she ate the shrimp, and her throat started to close up. And her partner that she was with at the time had to be running all over the place to find her EpiPen or whatever. And the guy collapsed on stage at the same time in different states. But because it's the same person, the pain she was experiencing from that shrimp attack, it's not even shrimp attack, that sounds crazy. From that allergic attack, it affected her twin flame person. And he fell down on stage because she was at home dying because she was in anaphylactic shock. And when they took the singer to the hospital, they couldn't find anything happened to the singer. They couldn't find what was wrong with the singer. But she knew that, oh my God, it was because of me. So like, this is what I'm telling you. I have had people tell me their stories, and I do this to confirm what I am experiencing. So everything that's in that book is no lie. No lie. It will cut your healing process in half. It will cut your healing process in half. I guarantee it. Coco. When shrimp attacks, trust me. I know. Mm, but it's crazy. So yes, you can get sick at the same time because again, you are this person, and whatever affects them affects you. So sometimes you're sick, you go to the doctor, they don't know what's wrong with you. Maybe it's not you, it's your person. Like, doctor is gonna be like, I don't see anything wrong with you. Why did you come here? Then you can say, it was my person then. Because if I'm only feeling the effects, but there's nothing wrong with my body, then it must be my person. Ah, Empress. Oh my gosh. That I don't want no damn COVID over here. So what do you do about the twin flame journey? I'm lost. Latisha, do in regards to what? In what aspect of the journey? Let me know what I should address because it's a very broad topic when you say it like that. So Latisha, let me know what you're talking about in regards to what do you do about the twin flame journey. So excuse me, so I can address it for you. Ah, yes, Tari. I'm very grateful for this journey. Very, because I would not have known my self-worth if I was not on this journey. I tell you, I would still be letting men treat me like I was a nobody, and I'm accepting it because I love you. I love you. But like I'm always saying, you love them, divine feminine, but Do they love you? And that's what we should all look at, both masculine and feminine. I love the person I'm with, but does the person that I'm with love me? They're going to say, snap out of it. That's share. And you get your ass out of there and you go love yourself. Okay? Mm-hmm. Uh, Tiffany, oh my gosh. I understand. And I listen, I'm not going to lie to you, but no buts. I'm not going to lie to you. I would be very disappointed too. And this is why I'm doing this and this is why every time somebody comes to me for answers, I send them to watch those 2 videos. Because if this person that you are putting your all into is not your twin flame, you have just wasted years on somebody who doesn't belong in your life. While at the same time, you could have missed the person that does belong in your life. And again, that's why I do this. So that you can make the decision, you can know, you can find out. If this person is not my twin flame, oh, thank you, hallelujah. That means I can go find me a soulmate who will love me, treat me good, and be with me forever. Whereas, if you find out this person's your twin flame, well, come on over in the boat, okay? And you got to stick here and you got to work on yourself until you are healed, until you have let go, until you realize that God is your master. God is everything and the center of this journey. And you and I can sing Kumbaya and go on our merry way to union. All right? Let's see what else we hear. Because I definitely would not be, I don't want to, I don't want to be wasting my years on someone who is not my twin flame at all. Right? Because I know in the end, I will have union. I will. But if this person is not my twin flame, there's not going to be any union. So that's a waste of time. Whereas I'll be turning down people who show genuine interest in me and wanted to be with me, but I'm like, oh my God, I got a twin flame. And turn out this person wasn't my twin flame. And I let somebody who truly loved me get away. I would be very disappointed. So Tiffany, you and I both. Man, I did that test. Every single time there was a doubt in my mind that this person is my twin flame, I did that test. And these doubts come on like every time there's a separation. And there's not one separation, there are many separations. So it's like every year I'm doing about 2. I'm doing about two tests, even though God already gave me the answer. But I'm a human being, and when I'm triggered, and when I get upset, and when I feel like this person doesn't want me, and they're not choosing me, and I'm no good, and this person hates me, I'm like, God, is this real? Is this true? Is this person really this? What's going on here? I thought you said we are going to be this. I thought you said they're going to be with me and whatever. So what's going on? God, if so-and-so is my twin flame, show me. Show me this. And I always get my answer. And then I'm like, cho. So that means I have to continue on this journey, huh? All right, let's go. Let's go. We got to do it. We got to do it. Okay, so the application is not working. Let me check it. Let me check that app link. If when you touch on the link, If when you touch on the link, Tari, if it's not working from the link, just write it yourself in your browser. Just write it yourself in the browser. Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to figure this out because I just used the link and it's saying page not found. So thank you so much. Look at that 55 again, guys. 555 again. All right, so I'm gonna have to change that. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to see what's going on. You see, everything is not working. Everything is not working here for me. I know. I know. It never wants me to get any information out to you guys. But don't worry. Don't worry. God's on my side. God's on my side. Don't worry. We'll make this work. If I have to send it to you guys myself. Empress, you're welcome. You are welcome. Yes, lovely queen. Thank you very much. Soulmate equals short term. Hey, Ever. I just realized I didn't even say hi, Ever. I always try to acknowledge everybody. So please forgive me, Ever. Thank you. Please forgive me. All right, let's see. I don't know what's going on, man. I tell you. I always have some issues. Whenever I'm trying to get you guys some information, there's always some big issue. Always. But like I said, don't worry. I have God on my side. Things may be delayed, but it's gonna go through. Like the start of this video today. All right. And remember, guys, my site is in Canadian dollars. So if you're purchasing anything on my website, whether you're in the US or not, you are going to be charged the equivalent of the price that you see on there. And I'm in Canada. So the Canadian dollars is less than the US. So if you see something for $30, you might be paying $20, $22, or $25. Yeah. Buttercup, you are so welcome. Yes, man, that's why I'm here to help you guys. And I'll always be trying my best to help you. Always, always. I don't want God to say, Twindy, you're not doing your job. You're not doing your job, boo. I'm like, I'm sorry, Father. I'll get on it. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. Tari, I used to do like one-on-one. So I would have like phone calls. But because let me explain, because most of you guys are new, because I'm working on my house. So I don't have time to sit down with the one-ones, with the one-on-one. So I just do the recordings now because, I can take a break from putting up a wall. I can take a break from painting, and I can just come and do your message and then send it off. Whereas with the phone calls, I have to sit down with you for an hour, So when I'm finished with all this that I'm doing in the house, and if you guys don't know what I'm doing exactly, if you're new, go check out my other channel. It's called Sugar Scrubs. Go check out my other channel. I changed the name from Twindy something. I don't remember. I changed it to Sugar Scrubs. Scrubs with a Z. SCRUBZ. Or Z, like you say. So I changed the name. And you can see all that I've been doing on the house. From I'm working on the inside, I'm working on the deck. Now I'm back on the inside because it's winter. And I have put up some drywall. I'm doing some painting now. Everything. So, yeah. I'm tired too. Oh my gosh. Go to my website ever and see if you see something that you would want that interests you. And my general reading is to find out everything, anything that God wants you to know, he will let it show up in the general, right? Whereas the other ones, they are done under topics. So you can go take a look. Twin D, Flame D, dot square, dot site. Oh, lovely queen, you are a DM. Okay, no, I get it. No, I get it. When the divine masculine stops talking with the divine feminine, how do I, the DM, talk with the DF? You can talk to them telepathically by, it's like through meditation. If you're sitting down and you're trying to connect with this person, because always remember, this person is within you, right? This person is already inside of you. So if you're talking to yourself, you're talking to them. And most times when the divine masculine is either talking to themselves or they're experiencing a trauma, whether they're experiencing something sad or whether they're experiencing something happy, the divine feminine will feel it. Sometimes when you're thinking about the divine feminine, like a song that you like, if you're singing the song and you're thinking about the divine feminine, they will automatically hear that song. Or somewhere where they go, the song will start playing on the radio. It's so, I don't know, man. It's so special, guys. I mean, you can communicate with your person in any way you want to. But the thing is, we don't even know we're doing it because we're not together. But it does happen. The masculine can talk to the divine feminine in any way that they want to. If you want to send them a telepathic message, they will receive it because they are in you and you are them and you are talking to them and they will hear you. Whatever you're experiencing, they will feel it. Sometimes you do think about them and you send a song to them, whatever song you're listening to, whatever song, because you know when people are sad, they listen to sad music, right? And they sing and they cry. So it's in that moment that your thoughts, your emotions travel to the divine feminine. But anyways, you're a divine masculine, send a text messages faster. Send the text messages faster. And I'm talking from a divine feminine perspective. That's what I would want, a text message. I know when we get telepathic messages and we say, oh, that's coming from a message, because we will know, because we're doing our business, right? We're doing what we are doing, walking around, we are working, we are sleeping, whatever. And then all of a sudden this song pops into our head. Why? I haven't heard that song in 50 million years. I don't know where that song came from. Yeah. And that's how we'll know it's coming from you, because I wasn't even thinking about that song. I mean, that's a song I haven't heard in years. And you'll know. But from a divine feminine perspective, I would prefer a text message. All right? I would prefer a text message. Right. So we don't have to have any big old long conversation. Just check upon the divine feminine, see how they are. Because as the masculine, you're the one who stops talking to the divine feminine. So they would want to talk to you. So send them that text message. And if the divine feminine stops talking to you, she will or he will contact you again. So talk to her or him. That's the way it goes. So the feminine is not just gonna stop talking to you because they don't want to talk to you or they do not want to have you in their life. The most they will do that for is because you aren't giving them the attention they need. You aren't choosing them. You don't want to be around them. You keep running from them. And then automatically they turn around and say, listen, I love myself. I respect myself. And if every time I talk to you, you're going to keep rejecting me, I'm not going to stay here for you to reject me all the time. I'm going to go. And that's the reason why they will go and may not contact you, because of something you may have done. But they do love you to the bone. So they're going to contact you again. Talk to them then. All right? Yes. Let me put a link here. That's where. All right, guys. So that's my link. That's the link to my website. If you'd like a reading, you can go on my website and get that purchase on my website. And I will definitely try and fix that download link for my app. All right. All right, guys. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for everyone who participated, everyone who joined the Zoom. If you didn't get to go on this week, next week again, Thursday, guys, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that you are there and make sure that you come with your questions. If it's even a thought, come with your question. What's my topic next week? Where's my topic? Okay. So our topic next week is going to be, are the masculines abusive? And we all need to understand that as well. Are the masculines abusive? That's what our next topic is going to be next week, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. And don't forget, guys, on Tuesdays, I have a live again where I do the $10 reading. And this week we'll be doing messages from your divine masculine so you can see what your masculine wants to say to you. All right. So it's $10 you would purchase on my website. First come, first serve. If you do not get to purchase before the reading starts, when the live starts, you can use the $ on the bottom right hand corner of your chat and purchase a super chat or the other one. I don't remember what the other one is. All right. Okay, Tari. Okay, I'll check. So guys, okay, guys, I will check. Name, you're welcome. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Love you all. Let God have a good morning, evening, afternoon, night, twilight, whatever it is, where you are. Sweet dreams, everybody. Love you all and have a wonderful weekend coming up tomorrow, okay? Later, guys. Later. Good night. Love you all. Thank you for the support, everyone. Thank you all.